Now that we've prepared those files, this is when it gets interesting. To start with, I'm just going to run through the minimum amount of stuff you need to do to get a model. And then we'll go back and look at some of the more advanced features. This is the initial window. There's such a thing called a Solidscan project. You can drag in various file types, Regal files, Solid and Frolic files, or an old project you've already made. You can either drag them in, you can use these buttons, lots of different ways, anything you'd expect from that sort of system. So let's open up a file here. I've got this Solid and Frolic project here. So I'm going to open that. We get a dialog box telling us where do you want to store all the Solidscan files. I'm just going to, it will default to a drive with this sort of name. As I said, we're not going to go through all the options right now, but we are going to keep this contain sky. It's a very simple decision. Did we have a scan that was outside, or was everything indoors? And we go start. Now this is going to take a while. This is just doing a bit of pre-processing of all the data. Now you will need a lot of hard disk space for Solidscan. You're going to have storage for all these files, plus when it's doing its main processing, it will use a lot of hard disk space for temporary files. Plus the result file at the end too will be fairly large. So it's just finishing up now. Solidscan will use all the cores on your PC. So if you've got a quad core, that's actually 8 hardware threads, and that will all be used. This is being used right now, and also in the final model creation they'll be used. The more the better. Okay, that's finished. So the way the program works is there's a number of tabs across the top here, and you basically work your way along one by one. The first tab is called Photos. We're just going to skip this for now. Go straight to the next one, which is called Borders. That's just going to make a very, very rough model out of points. No Solidscan's been done yet. Okay, that's finished. We can just zoom out with the mouse wheel, and we can see our point cloud here. There's various views I can see it from. But we're not going to worry about that. So to make a model, we just go construct, solid model, and we pick a quality. So from low to super high. The higher, obviously, the longer it takes. First time you'd use low, just to get an idea of how the models come out. And then after that, you start going higher, all the way to very high, and super high if you really want to. There's not too much difference between very high and super high. So I just click start. Again, this will use all the threads available, all the cores on your CPU. It also needs quite a lot of memory. We'd recommend at least 16 gig of memory, but ideally 32 or maybe 64. Okay, that's finished now. It will go straight to the Reflections tab. We'll skip that for now. And then also the Cleanup tab, we'll skip that. So this is a solid model tab. It's basically a viewer, like a mini geoverse. This is just low res though, but you can see there's no holes. It's been blended nicely. This just gives you a rough idea how your model's going. We can also change the sky color in the solid model viewer. The result is an SSF file. It stands for Solidscan format. That file can be loaded in Geoverse, just like a UDS file. There's even a button here to launch the SSF straight into Geoverse. One handy feature that's available in most tabs is the ability to see where the scans were taken. Just in the options here, show scanner models. You can also hover the mouse over the scan and it will tell you what scan number it is and the ZFS file that made it.